Drumstick Claude returns. Hello, people. Hope everyone is having a good Sunday. Because yes, this is different timing than usual for our stream. But Darren has the right of it. It is because I want to play more Zenless. That's basically it. I just want to play more Zenless, and since I started the story on stream, I figured, I may as well continue the story on stream, right? And I just so happened to be free, so why not, you know? Why not stream a little bit more of some Zenless gameplay, because I feel like streaming some Zenless gameplay. That's basically all there is to it. But hello Ray, hello Darren, how y'all doing today? So today won't be a very long stream. I'll let you guys know in advance. It's not gonna be a very long stream today because I do have some stuff that I will do later. I have some plans to meet up with friends for dinner. Alright. Otherwise I would have done it at night. I'll say. I probably would, like, you guys know my usual stream time is at night, right? So I would have probably done it at night. In fact, I was originally thinking of doing a stream yesterday night, but then it just so happened that we had some family plans at the time, so I didn't do that. And just so happens that today I have some friend plans all of a sudden, so if I really wanted to squeeze in some ZZZ gameplay, then, well, this is the only time. And therefore, we are here. Hello everyone. But yes, so hopefully everyone's having a good weekend. Not a lot of people here as I expected because, you know, this is not our usual time. Hold on. Okay. There it says, maybe I need to capitalize it since Malkz's look like sleeping instead. Maybe that was the intent. I get the feeling that they knew that that was going to be a possibility when they came up with the game name. And they just kind of rolled with it. Can't meet up with me. You already know how it is, Darren. I don't meet up with anybody. Nah, that's not a good excuse when I say I'm about to meet up with my friends and stuff. But it's a different sort of thing. It is a different sort of thing. But yes, okay, so I don't think there's too much to talk about. Let's go ahead and play a little bit here because I haven't actually logged in today. I went out for lunch earlier, so I haven't actually like launched ZZZ yet today. So I still have to do like my dailies and stuff and everything. But yeah, since I will be going out for dinner a little bit later, this will probably be maximum like a 2 or 3 hour stream. Which really, objectively speaking, is not actually that short. I think it's just that my usual stream timings skew it a little bit. But yeah, hold on. There we go. So yeah, I'm probably gonna be continuing playing some story for today. Probably not gonna be doing any gachaing today because I already managed to get the character that I wanted to gacha for, surprisingly. Very nice daily pulls. We need more daily pulls. I would appreciate having more daily pulls because why not? Yeah, you can see by the monthly card there that I haven't logged in yet today. Oh, Jason has cheered with 1 bit once again. Thank you very much, Jason. Welcome, welcome. How you doing, sir? Okay, so let me do whatever dailies I need to do. How much stamina do I have right now? Okay, about 180. Has the auto management is still going. You're chilling at a cafe. Ah, that's nice. By yourself? Just sitting in a cafe, chilling on your own, sir? Perhaps that's a nice thing to do as well, but personally, I like having my PC. Yo, what stream on Sunday, Kai? I like how everyone's just shook when they come in and see me live on a Sunday. Yes, we are live on a Sunday because I just felt like playing some ZZZ. And I figured, if I'm gonna continue the story, I may as well do it while I'm on stream, right? With your younger sister, And here you are watching my stream instead of interacting. And in the afternoon, yes, again, like I mentioned to you guys literally just a moment ago, I would have done it at night. I would have gone live at night normally. But I happen to have plans tonight, so I'm not able to do that. So if I really wanted to squeeze this in, then well, I have to do it now. So it's a short little afternoon stream for today. What do I want to farm? Hold on. What do I need to farm? I'm still a little hesitant to farm for mana though, because I don't actually know if I'll use him long term. If I do end up rolling Banya.
Ain't too bad.
But at the same time, he is kind of my second DPS right now, so I feel like I should. But leveling to 60 always feels a little bit. I guess I could invest in his skills.
You want me to completely
Investing in his skills should be
way.
okay.
Do you have any idea how much makeup that it?
Yeah, I guess that should be fine. She's doing her work with her laptop. We're both doing our own stuff. Okay, that's nice. That's chill. I was doing my work, so I didn't check Discord. Got the notification from Twitch. Very good. Twitch doing its job right there. But yeah, my plan today is just kind of to chill with you guys. You know, play through more of the story. I get the feeling that I probably still won't be able to finish the story today. Because based on the rate that we were going before, that's probably not gonna be the case. But the main ZZZ crew is not here to watch. They'll probably show up eventually, I imagine. Because I can see that that nut is busy talking about Honses in the Discord right now. I don't really know where Lilo is though. I thought Lilo would be here, considering that like they already expressed interest yesterday. But whatever. I want to play some ZZZ, so that's what I'm doing. You're not connected wireless. Here, turn around. Smash them.
No escape for you.
The verdict is unforgivable.
I will say I've actually been slowly starting to figure out how I'm supposed to play Manato, which is good. I think I'm still not perfect, of course, but I have actually been starting to figure out how to play the man. Well, because of that, I've actually been able to start clearing a little bit of content, which is nice, because I've been basically lost on that for a while.
Is it my shift again?
Together, we'll ignite your head.
Cool guys don't look at explosions. Okay, so yeah, I'm still having some difficulty figuring out how I wanna go about with building things, cause I don't wanna invest too heavily in mana though, cause if I do eventually roll for Banyer, then he'll just straight up be replacing him. But then that'll be a while and there's no guarantee that I actually get Banyer. I could also level up Pan, I guess. Pan Yin-Hu is probably a good like investment, considering I don't have Lucia. You know what? Maybe I should. Maybe I should invest a little bit in Pan Yin-Hu. That would probably make the most sense thinking about it. Just afraid we're not able to give you enough positive feedback. I guess that's fair. But no pressure. I don't expect y'all to come into my stream with the expectation of like, you know, interacting with it. Like, yeah, it's good if you can, but I don't expect you to, cause, you know, not everyone plays gacha and ZZZ and stuff like that. Obviously, it's nice to have people chatting when things are happening, but it's fine. It's fine. You know what? Yeah, let's level up Yin-Hu. Damn, I really need more materials. Leveling up characters is not cheap. I wonder if I'm going to need to commit to another battle pass. Typically, I'd prefer not to have to commit to more than one battle pass. I personally think that battle passes start losing their value the more you play the game. Normally, I go for one at the very beginning of a gacha. Oh, only if I like it, of course. I'm not gonna buy a battle pass in any gacha I play, but I usually like to commit to one at the very beginning when I start a new gacha that I know I like. And then after that, I'm a little hesitant to spend more on it for, you know, obvious reason at that point. But I kind of wonder if I'm going to need to consider it. Okay, Alt-E. Another? Oh yeah, I didn't tell you guys, did I? Now that you bring it up, you guys are not aware. Yes, I bought one battle pass.
Lord Phaeton.
I just realized, hey, wait a minute.
Iron, price is steel.
I didn't actually, like, you guys aren't aware of the fact that I actually purchased one. Yes, I bought a battle pass. This game has already succeeded in pulling out more money from me than, like, I think a lot of people would have expected. But hey, at least I haven't spent on gacha yet. I haven't spent on gacha yet. Up until this point. Up until this point, the only times I've actually spent any money on gacha have still been exclusively like monthly cards and battle passes, because I'm well aware that those are the ones that actually have value somewhat.
Together, we'll ignite your ass.
But I am definitely on the cusp of I will say I am definitely on the cusp of spending on merch.
Switching to business now.
Cause you guys saw, right? You guys saw the like ZZZ merch that I shared with you guys in Discord. You set a foot in, now they will suck you in. Honestly, I can see it happening.
You do that, dear.
Not giving up, huh?
Turn around. Hey, hi there.
I am actually, you guys, okay, if you guys didn't see in Discord yesterday, I shared with you guys like this picture on Shopee of a Vivian plushie. A very small little Vivian plushie. Should I show you guys? Yeah, you guys might not have actually seen it. Let me show you guys real quick. Yeah, cause that chat is getting fairly flooded. Hold on, let me log into my Shopee real quick. I do need to be careful on my Shopee. The last time I showed you guys my Shopee, I doxed myself. Okay, yes, this one right here. Nothing is showing here, right? I don't think so. Yeah, alright. Okay, this plushie. This. Oh wait, no, it's not showing. Hold on. This. This plushie that I saw on Shopee the other day and instantly made me be like, hold on a moment. Hold on a second here. It's a very, very small plushie. 12 cm. How tall is 12 cm? I have a ruler here. Hold on. That's a very small plushie. It's even smaller than Tiny Tao. We can see in the reviews below, actually. Here, look at this. Whoa. Look at that. Look at this. It's so cute. It's so small. I'm so tempted, guys. I'm actually so tempted. That's just barely bigger than a palm, right? Yeah, you can see here from this guy's hand scale. Alright, this review. It's so small. It's so cute. I can't like not, you know, it got Hugo as well, but no one cares about Hugo. Look at Vivian. Look at how cute she is. Look at her. Oh my god. Like, Lilo's comment about it was that she is perfectly pocket-sized, which I think is an accurate observation. I don't know, I'm just very enamored by this little creature right here. I am this close to just putting in the order right now. In fact, the only thing that's stopping me from putting the order in right now is, hold on, let me, real quick. The only thing that's stopping me is whether or not I also want to get some of these. Like, look at them! Oh my god. Okay, some of you guys may not know what these are. Hold on, let me just show you guys real quick, right?
Do you want me
I'll
to
just show
fight
you guys real quick.
or
So,
cook?
So this game actually allows you to buy some decorations for your room, right? Your room in this game has a shelf that you can put decorations on, right? And this is where you buy them. You can see, so I can get like little bamboo statues, little like car displays. And then you will see there are these little bamboo veggie displays, right? As you can see, I've actually purchased one, so I can actually show it to you inside my room in the game. So you can see here, this is the shelf where we can display things, right? And then here you'll see the little guys, right? So it's these little guys. It's these teeny little dudes, and it's a blind box. You get like 5. You know, so it's similar to like the Genshin slimes that I got last time. Look at them. Aren't they cute? Like, oh my god. Like, look at this. Let's close Shopee and forget it ever exists. Honestly, right? I think under ordinary circumstances, I would have already put the order in for this. Honestly. I do think that under ordinary circumstances, I would have already just like bought Vivian and like a pack of this. The thing that's holding me back is the fact that I plan to go to Comic Fiesta. And I haven't even bought tickets yet, so that's also an additional cost that I am going to need to consider. Guys, I'm not employed. Oh. Less thinking, more buying. Yes, Kai is being the devil on my shoulder right now. You're so cute. Look at them. Look at the tiny dudes. I don't know where I would display them. Because I have a feeling that like this sort of like shelving display that you see here probably is sold separately. That's usually how they do it. Like I have the Genshin slimes and then I have the Genshin slime container and that was actually sold separately. So I imagine that the shelving here is probably also sold separately. I just don't know where. But yeah, like if the intent is for me to go to CF, which yeah, that is the intent right now. Can I really afford to be spending this kind of money? Honestly, I'm gonna be honest, guys. I think I'm already committed to Vivian. Like I already know I want this plushie. I think I get the feeling I already intend to buy this, like very soon. It's just whether or not I get anything else along with it, because you know how Shopee works is that like it'll have vouchers. And those vouchers can be applied to multiple orders at the same time, like the same order but from different shops, right? So like, if I buy multiple shops at once, it is a better usage of the Shopee voucher because I can apply the free delivery across the board rather than just to one item, right? But the fact that the veggie boos are actually a little more pricey than Vivian is... Oh, just sell your FLVB account. You know that's not about to happen, sir. Take a mortgage, sell organs. Technically, I do have money. Alright, you guys know this. I have savings. There's a reason I've been able to sustain this whole time without, like, being employed for real. But yeah, is it a wise financial decision? Heck, I know Along, I don't, lol. But yeah, I'm gonna need to make some choices. Let's just say. It does seem like I'll have to make some choices. Which is gonna be difficult.
I would never
Do you want me to fight? Or cook?
You know, there's this saying in Chinese. Alright, what is this? What is this saying in Chinese? What is your saying, sir? Damn, am I gonna need to start farming like upgrade materials? I might need to start farming upgrade materials. I don't actually have a lot left after all the upgrading I've done in the past. I'd ideally not want to have to commit to another battle pass. I think I should be okay. I think I will just need to start farming like upgrade materials soon. Do I still have stamina now? A little bit. I'll farm somewhere later. 小孩子才做选择，我全都要. That doesn't sound like a saying. That just sounds like a fudging sentence. That doesn't sound like a saying to me. Next stream you'll see Dodo without a gaming chair. I don't think anyone wants this chair anymore. It's not exactly in the best state these days, I think. Anyways. Okay, so I think I've spent my stamina and everything. Yeah, I think so. So, let's continue the story. It's a pretty popular internet saying, is it? Well, I mean, I don't exactly frequent the Chinese-speaking parts of the internet, you know, so... Really? Hey, honestly, if I had, like, the money, there's probably a lot of things that I would buy. But no, Dodo must be disciplined. I feel like I've been a little bit looser with my cash these days, if anything. I feel like some of my discipline has started slipping, actually, recently. Considering that I've already spent like what, basically 80 bucks on Zenless. You know how long it took for me to finally decide to spend that much on Genshin? I don't think I've spent that much in Star Rail. I know I haven't spent anything on Wuwa. But Zenless has just instantly pulled money out of me. Is it because my willpower has been caught slacking? Or is it because Zenless actually is a good game that makes me want to do that? I don't know. If I have money, first thing I'm gonna buy is some good ass noise reduction headphones. Ah, some good headphones are always a good investment. I bought these headphones quite a while ago. They're definitely a little pricier than my usual sort of like cheap, simple PC headphones, but at the same time, also not that pricey. I do think that the only issue with it is that while the sound quality of these are good, the build quality of it was caught lacking. You can see that it's generally peeling, and I've already shown you guys that some of the plastic parts have kind of come apart a little bit. So I imagine the next time I actually upgrade my headphones, I will actually go and find like a better set. I just don't know what. I'm wondering if I wanna actually like go for like Audio Technica or some shit like that, or if I need to do that. I also see a lot of people walking around with like the wireless what was it? The wireless Sony headphones. Those are quite sleek, those are quite cool. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't actually like noise cancelling headphones, I feel like. You know? I feel like I actually dislike noise cancelling headphones, cause it creates a very weird feeling for me, you know? The feeling of like just being isolated from the outside world. I don't really like that. You know? Like, yes, you'll be able to listen to your music more closely, you know? Since like it's the only thing that you will be able to hear. But I kind of don't like the concept of being so isolated from the outside world, you know? It makes me feel a little uncomfortable even. So I probably wouldn't go all the way for like noise cancelling. I'd probably just get like a solid pair in some way. Ah, this room is open. So this is Shunguang's room, eh? Our room is so big actually. Like, the playable character's room is actually like so large when you really look at it. I feel like this could actually be separated quite easily into 2 rooms. You get where I'm coming from, right, Kai? Yeah, it feels like very uncomfortable when I'm wearing noise cancelling headphones, because it just feels like I'm too isolated from the world. It kind of creates a vacuum around my head that I'm not a big fan of. So I would prefer like good quality headphones that I can actually still hear out of. I do prefer, what was it? There was a term for it, open back? I think it was called open back, like open back headphones. Yeah, I prefer that, I think. Yes, you kind of lose out a little bit on sound quality, but it feels like I'm not actually wearing headphones, if you know what I mean. Sometimes I want to watch movies and it feels good with them. Ah. Personally, I just watch movies from the speakers. Who knows, who knows. Alright. Let's continue the story. I am kind of surprised that Lilo isn't around, actually. Because yesterday, Lilo was the one who kind of implied that they'd be interested in catching a ZZZ stream today, and funnily enough, they're not around. Oh well. Okay. Everyone pitched in to perfect the place. Hope you like it, Xiao Guang. Do you like the room? Wow, you managed to make this place so neat and beautiful in just one day. I really can't thank you all enough. Everything's perfect. I love it. Just call me Senior Qingyuan like Junior Belle does. She told me you're really interested in our training at Yunkai Summit. Since we've got this connection, we at Swabian Temple will naturally show you proper hospitality. I feel like it's a bit weird for her to be like staying here and introduced as like a non-disciple of Yunkai Summit when she is probably the strongest character out of everyone. Probably only second to Yi Xuan, lore-wise. This is kind of funny to think about, the fact that the other disciples don't know her because she just doesn't come down here. Did you mention it was gonna be afternoon? I feel like I did. I did, right? I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Who knows? Thanks, Senior Chingyan. Being with everyone makes me feel so much more at ease. It's totally different from traveling alone. I heard this place used to be even livelier. It'd be so much better if everyone was here. You can wait for them all to come back. Yes, Xiaoguang, make yourself at home. If there's anything you need, or if you want to go shopping or grab a bite, just ask me or Belle. Okay, then this is my little home in Phylum Heights now. You both must be exhausted today, right? Why not get some early rest? After saying goodnight, Senior Sister Qingyuan goes to rest. Everyone's so thoughtful. Too bad I can't reveal my identity right now. Once I find my brother, I'll definitely make a proper apology to all my fellow disciples. Don't worry too much, Xiaoguang. I would never doubt my brother's intentions. I'm just worried about his safety. So please help me investigate. Man, Shunguang has such a good fudging character design. Insane. Actually insane. You've worked hard today, so go get some rest soon. Good night. Night. See ya tomorrow. Hello, Wasemo. Since when are you live on Sunday? It's a special case because I just felt like playing ZZZ. You're newer to the channel, Wasemo, so you don't know this, but sometimes, you know, sometimes I'll just have a random like extra stream. Just from time to time, if I feel like doing some if I just feel like doing an extra stream for like whatever reason, if I feel like playing a game or doing like something in particular, then yeah, I'll just decide, you know what, I'll just do an impromptu stream. Now, usually I will let you guys know in Discord. I did kind of let you guys know in Discord, but I will say it is usually kind of last minute because I never know when I'm actually free. So, did Xiaoguang like the room? She said everything's good. Looks like Fairy also prepared some casual clothes for Xiaoguang on your behalf. When the right opportunity comes, you should ask Xiaoguang to try them on and see if she likes them. Let's make it a surprise. Right, but first we need to find out where Senior Ye is. Sarah went to the Porcelain Market, and since it's got something to do with some ancient tomes, maybe you and Xiaoguang can go to the antique shop tomorrow and ask around. I'm so curious about that ancient tome. Anyway, let's leave it for tomorrow. Time to get some rest. I am not always active in Discord. Well, that's why you should be. Nah, I'm kidding. I probably should work on my announcement system a little bit, but Discord is usually where I will let people know. So, I mean, there's not really any other ways for me to like properly announce it. Yeah, I could put it on like IG stories. I don't think it's really worth posting about on social media because it's not like I post about all my streams anyway. I think it's just whoever happens to be free when I'm doing one of these like extra impromptu streams, then they can drop by, and if not, then it's fine as well, right? So this is the side you've been hiding. I bet the people around you never had a clue.
Should I call them adorably oblivious or applaud your flawless performance?
Some of the voice lines are still missing, huh? My god, look at this guy. Look at this guy and his Sasuke ass look. My
I
god.
intended to hide this power from them. I just never found.
Hello,
the right way to tell
Harsha.
them.
Your exams are over yesterday, now you're gonna chillax. Very nice, sir. Congrats on finishing your exams.
This form became.
Yeah, voice lines are still missing. It's kind of weird. Hold on, how many are
You
missing?
should know better than anyone. It's not that I did anything to you. This power has always been the truth you've been suppressing. My authority comes from the Creator, so it naturally returns all things to their true state.
Yeah, voice lines being missing is kind of strange, I will say. Cause like, yeah, I could read them, but then they'll just randomly be scattered here and there, which is definitely not
No, they're
ideal.
just aimless drifters. Mindless, memoryless, poor, lost things wandering without purpose. Surely by now you understand my goal isn't meaningless destruction. The Creator can reshape the natural
One more day before your ML tournament, Wasemo. Good luck, good luck.
I see
Wishing you
your
the best.
suffering, your talent, and feel pity for your plight. Perhaps the power you and your sister share is more similar than you think.
How is ZZZ going? Is it like a ZZZ or a gacha? I mean, it is a gacha game. It is a gacha game. I don't know what you mean by is it like ZZZ? You mean like is it sleepy? Is it no good? No, I think it's good. Just the fact that I've been playing it this long is an indication that I think it's pretty good. Oh yeah, by the way, for the peeps on YouTube, right? Especially those who aren't like very active in the Discord, my podcast came out. Well, not my podcast. The podcast episode that I was on came out recently. Have you guys checked it out yet? Just to show you guys real quick. For the peeps who might not have seen it yet or might not be aware of the fact that it is out. Here, I was on the Kohai podcast. In case anyone was not aware, I was on the newest episode of the Kohai podcast right here. That's me, as you guys can see. So if you guys haven't gone to check that out, feel free to go check that out. It was fun. My first time ever being on a podcast. You can hear some of my scuffed Malay speaking. But yeah, just to let you guys know, I'm gonna watch it after live. Thank you very much, sir. Hope you guys enjoy. It's the first time I've ever been on a podcast, so I hope that I, stayed interesting. All right.
Similar. I would have preferred if that sword had chosen me from the start.
What a good brother. But since the sword chose her, perhaps it also reflects the truth she's been suppressing. All the while, the sword is consuming her. One day, it'll eventually turn her into the coldest blade.
Hello again. A bit weird that they shove the team logos in your face though. Nah, that's just the way they do their thumbnails. They specifically like to keep their guest secret in the thumbnail. So you can see like even in previous episodes, they'll usually like silhouette out or block the face of the guest so that like people can guess.
The Creator is different. Their power doesn't take, it gives. They can restore her true freedom, completely severing the connection between the sword and your sister, freeing her from its chains. And you will also be freed from the nightmare forever.
If it means saving Xiao Guang, I'll help you awaken this creator of yours.
First time, how's the experience? Is it awkward or curious? I just, chilled. I just basically chilled and chatted. Now I'm gonna call out Xian here a little bit. So Xian right now is going through the typical anime trope of in order to save the person I care about, I will gladly become evil and like help the villains achieve their goal or whatever, if it means saving like my you know, my family, my friend, my lover, my whatever. I kind of don't like this trope. I'm gonna be honest. I actually don't like this trope. I think it's stupid. Because like, yeah, you're doing it with good intentions in mind, but just think about how much like havoc you're like, you know, you're sowing by helping out the bad guys who otherwise would not be able to do much, you know? I kind of don't like it. I think in this case, it kind of works because there's also a slightly selfish aspect to it where Xian is having nightmares and he keeps worrying. So it's not just to save his sister, it's also to like help himself in a little bit. So it kind of works. But personally, I always hate it, you know? Anytime I watch an anime or I read a manga and I see a character decide I'm gonna turn to the dark side now, you know, I'm gonna become evil and I'm not gonna tell anyone else why I'm gonna become evil because it's for the greater good, because I wanna like save someone I care about or whatever, and I'm just like, bullshit. I just generally dislike the trope. I will say it always annoys me when it happens because it's just like, just fucking communicate, man. Classic isekai, right? What is this game about? Wasemo asks. I can show you the combat in a little bit. The combat is the part that I enjoy the most, but also the character writing. I'm actually a big fan of like the way they do characters in this game. But it is mostly the combat. I like the gameplay. I'm going through the story right now, so it might be a moment before we get to gameplay.
Or should I ask, what is your wish in all this?
I've already answered many times. For
You may not like spy movies then.
Unbreakable,
A little bit.
I still remember every one of the creator's words of wisdom from when I was young.
I'm okay with spy movies because a lot of the time they're actually more action-oriented than anything.
Cage, treating it as if it was order. But their laws are like sandcastles, easily washed away by the tide. Their principles like
usually when I watch movies, I just kind of turn my brain off and not care about the characters too much. I'm just there for a good time, you know? But I tend to get a bit more attached when it comes to like anime characters. I don't know why.
For the seeds of conflict will be erased. No more decay, for the arrow of time shall be stilled. No more suffering, for the restless heart shall be steadied. When they descend, the tongues of those who quarrel shall be frozen. The arms of sword wielders hung in midair, and the hearts of the greedy turned to
I have no idea what she's talking about right now. Damn, she's still going. She actually memorized all of this from the book that she read. Because waifu, honestly, Wasemo, you're probably right.
Love and hatred, our rising and falling, civilizations waxing and waning. Even without the hollows, chaos and disorder would
Wasemo probably is more correct than he thinks. It is absolutely because of waifus, isn't it? It's because I like the characters.
The answer, I hope you're right. Now, I've told you the location of the array. When are you going to take the next step?
Soon. Just a little longer. That sacrifice, that flawless listener, is guarding this area. The purifying ritual to summon the creator must go off without a hitch. Power. We need even more power to break through this miserable barrier. I can feel the creator's decree resonating with my own longing. They are there, somewhere. A grand, cold, flawless will. So close to us.
The night grows heavy, and deep within Lemnian Hollow, something unknown is stirring in the darkness. A mysterious Bangfu is there, standing alone in the shadows. Its little hands are clasped together as if it's praying.
Hold on a little longer. Just a little longer. Very soon, salvation will come.
Curious. A night of uproar and secret silently sinks into the deep darkness. As morning light spills across the land, the Swabian temple welcomes a new day, and Ningqian, who brings news for everyone. Oh man, this guy's showing up again. He's gonna be a fudging villain. This random ass, like, Vanya disciple NPC is gonna be a villain. Holy shit, I thought he was just gonna be a throwaway character until all that, like, that fudging shit happened. I went to the Porcelain Market this morning to ask around. Ginger from the antique shop said he remembers seeing that woman in red. She brought a severely damaged ancient tome to Ginger, saying she wanted to restore it. An ancient tome, I knew it. What kind was it? Not sure yet. Ginger said that since the ancient tome was severely damaged, it was a difficult job, so he recommended it to one of his old customers who is obsessed with collecting antique books. Bargainer Biao. I got his address, so we can try our luck and pay him a visit, but Ginger also said he's met some trouble lately and might not be in the best mood. Well, let's go ask first. Okay. I'm hoping that the story gives me a little bit more chance to try out Banyer. Banyer still seems to be involved with the story for now, so I'm hoping I get a bit more opportunity to actually play him, because the last time they let me play him just wasn't enough. The atmosphere here somehow doesn't feel very friendly.
Final warning. Everything's in writing. Ownership confirmed. The property must be cleared within 3 days. Tubbs' new business plans don't wait.
This lady has the biggest fudging 5 head I've seen in the game.
My family's ancestral home, passed down for 3 generations, and now it's yours? Those documents, you fabricated them!
Times have changed. It's all about evidence, not stories. Empty your place within 3 days, or we'll clear it for you. When we clear your place, it won't be gentle. Picture your moldy old books getting crushed by a bulldozer in the landfill. See what becomes of.
Why are these corporate people so comically villain? You know? Like, why are they so comically evil? Like, yeah, corporate people IRL are kind of evil as well, but they're not so comically so, I feel like. You know, you don't want to leave tracks like that. The arrogant woman leaves.
Uncle Biao? Are you alright?
Alright? I'm doing great. 3 days. They expect me to clear out decades of collection in 3 days.
Sorry to bother you at a time like this. We have a few things we'd like to ask about.
Sorry to bother you at a time like this, but we have a few questions. Do you recall an ancient tome restoration job from the antique shop?
Gone. It's all gone. They were after the collection, and everything's been taken.
You still remember what was written in the tome?
Do you remember what kind of content was recorded in that ancient tome? What did the person who took it look like? Did they mention where they were going?
Enough! Can't you see I've got bigger problems? I don't care where the tome went. My ancestral home, where I kept my entire collection, is about to be demolished. I ain't got no time for your questions. Go away, all of you!
Honestly, that's fair.
Sorry to bother you. I'm very sorry.
That's an oof right there. Talk about bad timing. Bargainer Biao's pretty beside himself with anger. Doubt he's in the mood to answer any of our questions. Maybe let me try talking to him alone first to help him calm down. It might take a bit longer, so I apologize for making everyone wait. Oh, well. Dylan popping out of nowhere.
Coincidence running into you here.
What are you doing here?
Dylan? What are you doing here? Me? I'm, of course, here handling complaints. Top's cross-department customer service center at your service, specialized in dealing with the toughest, most unreasonable cases. And besides, if you don't want to miss out on something interesting, you've got to keep an eye out. It's tough working at Krampus. You've got to grab every scrap of credit you can to stay off the bottom of the rankings. You freelancers wouldn't get it. Workplace competition is brutal. Oh, sounds pretty intense. Huh? What's with the long faces? What happened?
Briefly tell Dylan about what just happened.
What a coincidence, huh? Your luck came through again today. I'm here to deal with the same issue.
Holy yeah, Mosemo says. I mean, I am playing through the story specifically today. Alright, that is literally in the title of the stream. Today is kind of like going through the yeah.
Yes, you should take some time to think this through.
Time for an ice cream break. Wait here and don't wander off.
What?
Well, okay, Vanya being caught off guard is interesting
How
interaction.
can she be so casual about this?
Everyone is still exchanging glances by the time Dylan quickly returns, waving something in her hands. Yeah, unfortunately, some voice lines are still missing, which is a bit of a tough spot in the story right now. Oh, okay. Bruh, if you think this is Yap, you should CC Elden Rings. I think every game will have a solid amount of Yap. Technically, I can skip it. I'm just choosing not to. Okay, wait. Chat is blocking, but you can trust me that there is a skip button out there.
Dylan, how did you manage to get that out of him?
Yeah, Dylan. It's like you cast a spell on him or something. How did I do that?
I don't know if I should be reading these in-betweens, because clearly there's supposed to be a voice line there. I guess I should be, logically.
I helped you rescue people in the Hollow, and the time before that with delivering Master Lumen. It's starting to feel like you owe me a lot of favors, don't you think?
You're right. I don't know how we can repay you.
How do you want us to repay you?
We didn't realize how much we'd been relying on you. How can we repay you?
Alright, just scan here to submit a tip. I'm just kidding. You don't actually think I cash in on a crisis, do you? I'm not that type of person. What I actually want is, whatever you're up to next, no matter how interesting or how much of a pain, count me in.
That's it?
Huh? That's it?
If we skip yapping game, then we have to watch yapping in YouTube tutorials. I mean, it depends on you, right? Like, you probably don't want to skip the yapping when they're teaching you how the game works. But in this case, this is more story focused, right? At least the yapping in YouTube tutorials is interesting. I mean, I think it's a bit unfair to say that, because I am playing through the newest segment of the story right now. Alright? Like, without the context of basically the previous year's worth of story, obviously it would be uninteresting, because you don't know what's happening in the first place.
Yep, it's that simple. You should be grateful it's me playing the Good Samaritan today and not Senior Zhao. Otherwise... Anyway, do we have a deal?
Done deal.
Thank you, Dylan. You're so kind. Already putting me in the kind person category. Thanks for the compliment.
Now, I will be the first person to say, I will actually agree with people when they say that, like,
Even if you
the ZZZ story can be a little bit simple at times.
It's genuine. Right now, we're walking the same path.
I will be the first to admit that the story in ZZZ, and honestly in most gacha games, has a tendency to be a bit cliche. But I'm actually quite okay with that. I'm the type that just kind of absorbs story without thinking too much about it. And I'm basically just here for the characters. ZZZ won me over with its story because it has a really nice character focus. And I just generally like the world building, even though it's like very centralized. You know, it basically appeals to me. It does appeal to me.
Sometimes you seem like an innocent little girl, and other times feels like you see right through everything.
Alright, let's set that aside for now and figure out our next move. Bargainer Biao said this tome is extraordinary. It talks about divine purification and some kind of ancient array that can absorb miasma and suppress evil spirits. Whether it actually worked or not, well, that's another story. Hearing this, Xiaoguang perks up. This is a matter of utmost importance. Now that we have the tome, let's head back to Swavian Temple and discuss it there. Xiaoguang seems to have just remembered something. Should I ask now or wait until we're alone?
Senior Xiaoguang, are you okay? Your expression just now seemed a bit off.
The array that absorbs miasma and suppresses evil spirits. Actually, when my brother and I were kids, we heard bits and pieces from our parents. They seem to know something about it.
Haven't really heard Senior Year mention your parents before.
I haven't really heard Senior Ye mention your parents before.
Yeah. They passed away when we were very young.
That's heavy.
Sorry, I didn't mean to bring up something heavy.
It's alright. When you think about it, how many people in New Eridu don't carry the pain of losing someone they love? Besides, Mom and Dad were a source of pride for both my brother and me. They both knew a bit of mystic arts, they were free spirits, deeply in love, wandering from place to place in their younger years, seeing the world, enjoying the mountains.
That just sounds like a good time, honestly. That's the goal for a lot of people.
Later, they came to Waifei, witnessed the dangers of the miasma, and couldn't bear to see the workers in the mines suffer. So, they decided to stay and help. With everyone's help, they settled in the residential area near the mines. I was born sometime after that. I was too little to remember much, just a few scattered memories of life back then. But whenever I see the look on my brother's face when he talks about those days, I can tell. They must have been happy. Really, really happy. My brother said that before they passed, they were looking for a better way to suppress the miasma, never expecting that the outbreak 10 years ago would take them so suddenly.
I kinda like the guitar in the background. I don't feel like I've heard this BGM before in ZZZ. I like the strumming happening in the background. It feels very different.
Your parents, did they perish in the miasma outbreak at the old mining site 10 years ago?
Yes. It was chaos back then. I was too young to remember clearly. My brother was badly hurt and unconscious. By the time we finally woke up at the rescue, they were already gone. After that, we just scraped by with whatever help we could get. Kind people like Ban Yue Shifu would check in on us every now and then. Not long after, he entrusted us to the care of Yunquei Summit.
At that time, I heard that Yunquei Summit was taking in orphans. Since I was leading a rootless life and trusting the important task of caring for 2 children to Yisha and Shifu was the safer choice. Vanya, did you know Xiaoguang's parents?
Ban Yue Shifu, did you also know Xiaoguang's parents?
We had just a few brief encounters. Back then, I would sometimes help out a little in the mining area.
I'm deeply grateful for your care, Ban Yue Shifu. Belle, do you remember asking me before whether my brother had been having nightmares? After our parents passed, and before we went to Yunquei Summit, my brother would often have nightmares of our parents being killed by a monstrous figure in the miasma. After we settled at Yunquei Summit, with Shifu and the others by our side, those nightmares gradually subsided.
Could it be that coming back to Waifei has brought those nightmares back?
Such a tragic story. And the chaos that happened all those years ago, the truth is impossible to unravel. It makes sense that your brother is losing sleep. It isn't just the miasma that can lead to people's deaths.
Huh?
At those words, both Yi Shengguang and Ban Yue fall silent. Dwelling on the past is getting too heavy. It's getting late. Let's head back and discuss our next step.
Right, sorry. Talking about my parents always throws me off a little. What matters now is finding my brother. Let's move.
Xiaoguang and the others gradually fade from view, but Ban Yue lingers. It isn't just the miasma that can lead to people's deaths. Seemingly casual words, yet the cries of the past ring in his ears once more.
Please. Please. Our two children are still so young.
Oh. Okay, I wasn't expecting to actually see what. Okay.
I wish I could see them grow up and not leave them all alone.
Please. I'm begging you.
A hand reaches out from behind, pulling Banyer back from his silence into the present.
Shifu, aren't we going to follow them? You look like there's something on your mind.
It's nothing. Let's go.
Does Banyer have something to do with the parents' death, or did he just happen to be there? We already know that Banyer has a bit of a story going on. But now, that's a curious thought. Their existence transcends mortal measures, standing with the divine, or perhaps something. In ancient times, there were sages who could communicate with the divine. Observing the celestial blank changes, they knew miasma blank would convert. I hate this blank thing. It's always very annoying when they like cryptically like hide stuff. With the array complete, tough the evil is subdued, yet something. Is that a lobby? That lobby is identical to Genshin, isn't it? What lobby? What do you mean lobby? After reading the cryptic tome, everyone puts together all the information so far.
Aside from the sections that are too damaged to read, we can confirm now that Sarah and Senior Ye were investigating the array described in the tome. This array is closely tied to the creator that Sarah seeks. Perhaps it's a crucial step for their so-called audience with the creator.
The array's purpose is to suppress miasma.
But the array's purpose is to suppress miasma. From what we've seen of the Exaltists, people who treat human lives like weeds, their creator doesn't exactly seem the merciful type.
Sarah sent the remnants out to search. The array might be near the old mining site. Xiaoguang, you lived there before. Do you remember anything?
My asthma! Wow. I've never thought of that before, Darren. Like, genuinely. Impressive.
If only I had talked with my brother more.
Don't be too hard on yourself. I've sensed something off in the depths of the hollow for years now. I've gone searching more than once, but always came back empty-handed. I'll make another trip. Just wait for my word.
Wait, going in aimlessly right now is trying to find a needle in a haystack.
Xiaoguang, among the old mining site survivors, is there anyone you've stayed in touch with over the years?
So you think we should reach out to the people from back then about the array? Makes sense. I was too young to remember, but maybe someone else still does.
Maybe I've been deliberately avoiding ties to the past. After joining Yunquei Summit and becoming the Qingming Sword's wielder, my contact with the outside world has become even more limited.
Master, I've located the list of survivors from the old mining site. Most of them have settled in the Silum Bay area. Don't worry, some survivors from the miasma outbreak are now settled in Silum Bay. They might have some information about the array. Silum Bay. I'm pretty familiar with the area. It's crowded and full of all kinds of people. Asking around one by one would take forever. Why don't we split up so we can cover more ground? No time to waste. I'll go on ahead. Join me when you're all set. Sounds good to me. Using the addresses Fairy found, everyone sets off in different directions. Am I gonna have enough gacha pulls to pull on both of these people? Will I have enough to pull them both? Recently I've been starting to think as well, like, since I happened to get lucky enough on Dai Lin's banner to pull her early, I do have enough to hit one pity on Banyer, right? Surely I won't lose a third 50-50 in a row. But then another question kind of popped up in my head. Would I need his Wenjin? Logically speaking, I would ideally want his weapon too, because based on everything that I've read, most of the F2P weapons are not very good on him. Well, not a lot of point in me thinking about it that far ahead though, since there's no guarantee I'll even get him in the first place, I suppose. Things have changed so much. Back when my brother and I had to stay here, this place was just a haphazard mess of makeshift shelters. Now it feels like a proper settlement. The past fades like dust. It's been years since you faced the past. You must be feeling pretty conflicted right now. Yeah, Ningtian and the others already got here before us, so they must have gone down, right? Somehow, now that I'm here, I'm feeling kinda nervous. Hey, doesn't that miner up ahead look kinda familiar? Looks like it's that person we saved earlier. Let's start by asking him. It's you guys, the ones who saved me. So it is you. Are you feeling better? Much, much better, thanks to you and your friends. I was just thinking about how to thank you all, and here you are. Don't worry about it. We're just simply doing what was right. We're glad to see you safe and sound. But we're here today to ask about something, if you don't mind. Ask away. If I know anything about it, I'll tell you everything. No beating around the bush. Ask about the array. Arrays? Divine deities? Why is it always... My old man mentioned it once. Over the past few decades, outsiders would show up every now and then, and some would just move into the staff family quarters and kept sneaking deeper into the mining area. They were always asking the old-timers at the mine about stuff from way back when. Seems like they're digging for info about some mystical arrays or whatever. Did they find anything? I just remember there was this guy who spoke real nice, and a woman who was always smiling. They even helped treat my old man's illness. They were good people. Once they even said something about making progress on whatever they were doing. And then, well, then everything went south, didn't it? All those things they tried probably didn't work out. If it had worked, maybe that disaster wouldn't have happened. If there really was such a deity, people wouldn't have died and families wouldn't have been torn apart. Besides the array, do you perhaps remember any other details around the time of the incident 10 years ago? Any detail would help. Other details. There is something I remembered recently. Last time I went into the hollow, I just wanted to check out my old place. I got stuck before I could make it there, but I did spot these really nice looking white flowers blooming all over. Nice looking white flowers. We've seen something like that before too. Yeah, folks have been saying those white flowers are a good sign that the miasma is receding. Come to think of it, I vaguely remember seeing something similar in the mine shaft where my folks worked back when we lived in the mining district 10 years ago. The area around those white flowers was clean too. No trace of miasma in sight. Back then, I thought it was fun to hide next to those white flowers whenever it got into trouble with my folks. Felt oddly comforting. That's pretty much all there is to it. After that, the miasma outbreak happened and we couldn't even go home anymore. Not many survived. Some moved far away, others relocated here, and, well, as time passed, we just lost touch. Come to think of it, it's quite a coincidence. Recently, besides you, well, you're my savior, so I may as well be honest. Someone else has asked me about that array stuff too. It was this young man who even gave me a fat stack of hush money, telling me not to breathe a word of this to anyone else. Said something about how this info was tied to some dangerous stuff and they couldn't let more people get caught up in it. The young man. Could it be Senior Ye? What did he look like? Did he have brown hair, wear glasses, and was dressed in Yunquei Summit training attire? No, it was nothing like that. He was a tall, slim man in black clothes with black hair. There was this certain aura about him. He spoke politely and was quite generous too. If you hadn't saved me, I would have kept my lips sealed about him. So it wasn't. Don't feel down. We still made good progress on this trip. Let's check some other places and see what we can find. Just then, Ningqian's somewhat anxious voice comes from not far away. Is Ningqian being held up by someone? Let's go check it out. I've have important matters to attend to. Please stop pestering me. Hey there, don't leave, friend. I just said I see darkness clouding your vision. There's some terrible malignant locked between those brows of yours. If this great master's calculations are correct, you must have lost a close family member. This weighs heavily on your heart, and if left unresolved, great misfortune may befall you. Luckily, you've met me. For just 5,000 dennies. What the hell are you talking about? Get out of here. The fortune teller looks embarrassed, but quickly locks eyes with Xiao Guang as if finding a new target. Hey there, young lady. You have a most spiritual aura. Come, let me read your fortune. We can work out a good price. It's fate that we met. This is terrible. A terrible omen. The stars have fallen, the moon is broken, and your path is fraught with peril. Barely a glimmer of light to be seen in the dark. My lady, you may face a great calamity soon. To overcome this tribulation, you need... What nonsense. This acting needs some work. Well, I'm not great at divination myself. I have a master who's an expert. Khan is in the north, Lee is in the south. I'm sorry, but your compass is wrong. And the positions of the Dui and Sin trigrams, they're not quite right either. We've got other matters to attend to, so we'll take our leave now. Why do I keep running into tough nuts and experts these days? That guy the other day saw right through me too. Even little girls aren't so easy to fool anymore. This gig's getting harder and harder to pull off. The fortune teller grows frustrated with embarrassment, recalling that tall, dignified young man in black from the other day. He's got very NPC model symptom going on right now. A lot of people are definitely wondering right now whether or not Ye Shiyan will become playable. If he does, yeah, he's gonna need to look a little better. Young man, your face speaks of noble fortune, but I see a hint of worry between your brows. Let this great master read the fortune I've laid out for you. Hey, don't mess with that. Keep your hands off. Hands off, I say. Victory at all costs. Shifu always said divination was my worst subject. Too restless and focused to get accurate readings. But this time, I choose to trust in my divination. If no word comes when that wretched creature appears, I will give it my all. Why is everyone staring at Vanya Shifu? The atmosphere is getting weirder and weirder. Suggest going back first. Huh? Right now? I actually want to look around some more to see if there's anyone else my brother and I used to know. Why don't you head back first? Don't worry, I'll be back soon. Xiaoguang's so focused on finding her brother that she hasn't even noticed the strange atmosphere. Head back with Vanya Shifu first. Very well. Look, it really is that heap of scrap. Ashu must have been blind back then, bringing that thing back from the hollow and treating it like a person. Ashu treated it with such kindness, and look at how it repaid her. Just standing by and watching her die. No wonder they said it was a killing machine before. That thing's got no heart. Vanya backstory right here. Yeah, I mean, it didn't even that forbidden fruit tester. Poor Ashu saved such a thing and brought it back, and now she's gone, and her only brother. No one's heard from him in years. Vanya Shifu, what on earth is this? Years ago, I committed an unforgivable sin. The evidence is irrefutable, beyond any dispute. Their resentment, their boundless hatred. It is the karma I deserve. I must bear it. One day, I shall explain it all to you. You return to Swabian Temple with Vanya. So there are still people around that remember the things Vanya has done, supposedly. Honestly, by now, I am actually very surprised that Lilo is not in the stream. I kind of wonder if I should ping them if they're not aware. You know what? How about I do that? Let me just real quick let Lilo know, because I'm kind of wondering if it's just been forgotten. Because we all know that if it was forgotten, they would be very sad afterwards. Yo, am live doing ZZZ. Just letting you know. Lol, lol, lol. Okay. Alright, where was I? Let's go. Nanya Shifu, about what just happened. My apologies. My announced visit disturbed others. The blame is mine. Please, don't let it trouble you. If those words can ease even a bit of their pain, then it is a burden I should bear. Seems to have a past that's hard to talk about. I understand. I won't ask further, but if you ever want to talk about it, I'll always be here to listen. Thank you. Banyer gives you a grateful look while staying silent. Soon, the others return. Everyone gathers to share what they found.
So those white flowers we noticed last time also appeared before the miasma outbreak back then. Xiaoguang's intuition was right. If the white flowers are showing up again, it must be a sign of something. And the array that's been repeatedly mentioned, some of the survivors remember it, so it seems like it really does exist.
Whether Sarah is after the array for good deed for the day or not, we need to visit the old residential area near the mining site.
Agreed.
Xiaoguang, are you gonna be okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine. If the leads brought us there, then it's time I faced the past.
All right. Once everyone's prepared, we'll set out.
Should we head out now? Alright, let's go. Can I play Vanya? Yes, I can play Vanya. Excellent. More testing of the man.
Whatever you seek.
Who should I bring in the turn slot?
Hello, Rep 2493 at your service.
We have... I guess it should be Pan Yin Hu then. Yeah, logically I should just bring Pan if I want to actually complete the lineup. Okay.
Iron, what's the budget for this operation?
Hello, Toast. Welcome, welcome, sir. How you doing? Have you seen Lilo today? Yesterday, it seemed like they were kind of interested in dropping by for a ZZZ stream on Sunday, and, well, they're not here. Alright, for the peeps in YouTube as well, who may have been waiting for actual combat to happen, we're finally at some combat. Probably asleep. Oh, you just know that once she wakes up, she's gonna be like, I missed the stream, nah! Okay.
The route has been mapped. Destination.
Looks like I'm unfortunately not gonna have access to the move list though. I don't actually remember how to look at the move list. Well, I guess I'll figure it out.
Switching to business mode.
Where the mind dwells, the sword follows. The next line of the sword control mantra is reflecting.
I'm still trying to figure out how Vanya is supposed to be played.
The enlightenment within. Oh, where the mind dwells.
Damn, I just shot a bunch of Kamehameha and I have no idea how. Damn, since when Akai is in the game? Every time we see an Akai, it's good. Every time we see a Padna, it's gonna be Akai.
Bad last night, it ended up whispering the spell to your pillow in your sleep.
The next part should be stellar circulation. No, wait, it's. Huh? That's strange.
Do you want to take a break?
Xiaoguang, you don't look so well. Maybe we should take a break.
No need. I just got a little distracted. Maybe it's because I'm walking this familiar yet strange road again. My mind just can't quite keep up.
Are you sure you're alright? We can take a short break. There's no need to hurry.
The secrets hidden in that place aren't going anywhere. If you're not feeling well today, we can go another day.
I'm okay, really. stellar circulation. Qingming leads the way. See? I just got distracted earlier. Let's keep moving.
Shenguang feels like such a cinnamon roll right now, guys. I really wonder what's going to happen further in the story. Man, Banyer's design is so fucking cool though. I need like a fucking move list for Banyer. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. Oh damn! Oh damn! Oh damn! I have no idea what I just did. That was awesome.
We're getting close.
Can't you wiki search it? I think it might be slightly different in the story. That's the thing. You could check his stats. I don't think I actually how. Can I even? Cause like this is story trial.
I've got your back, Banyue.
Yeah, I don't think I can.
Path's blocked again? Now I kinda understand those customer complaints that keep holding up the line. Bam! Pay close attention to what I'm saying.
Woohoo! I love Punchy so much. Check his status, just swipe down like how they do it in isekais. Yes, of course. I can do that. I think. An obstacle is blocking the bridge. Just like last time, find a minecart nearby, then use disintegration to detonate the flammable ore inside and blow up the obstacle.
Clear these miasma tumors and find a minecart like last time.
Is there still a tumor somewhere? Huh. Oh. That's very sneaky. Minecart. These minecart tracks look more complex than last time. Looks like we'll need to switch the tracks twice to get the minecart to the obstacle. Come on, man. We're not that stupid. Surely you don't have to explain that.
Hard to believe it still works after all these years.
I love Punchy.
The workers put a lot of heart into making these machines.
There's another.
Alrighty, now we're finally. Xiaoguang, why so quiet? This bridge. I'll take a closer look once the rubble is cleared.
The other side of the bridge is where the residential area used to be.
This bridge leads to where Xiaoguang used to live.
This bridge. When we were kids, my brother loved bringing me to the middle of it.
Oh, hello Kuruel. Kuruel has redeemed hydration. Thank you,
We'd
sir.
always compete. Whether that was who could throw a stone farthest or make a bigger splash.
Water is good.
He always let me win. Back then, the bridge felt so long. Like it went on forever. And it would never end. And on that day, 10 years ago, all I remember is it was dark and noisy. Screams and the sounds of things collapsing. And that suffocating feeling. Like I couldn't breathe or move at all. There was a figure. Tall and steady. Holding me and my brother. It felt safe and reassuring. But
I assume that would be Banyer then. Oh, Dodo Cam has been redeemed.
The bridge carrying us. I remember the bridge rushing by beneath us.
Alright,
The
hold on.
wind in my ears. And the sound of
I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick and then I'll grab Dodo on my way back. Yeah, peace. Hold on, be right back. Alrighty, here is your Dodo for the cam, sir. Where shall I put him? Who says you can go to the toilet? We did not redeem that. Oh yeah, like all of my fudging life processes require the Twitch chat's permission, right?
That figure was the one who saved you and Senior Ye, right?
No, I don't.
More
That was when I
hydration.
realized,
Okay.
In moments of danger, being saved, even in a slightly cold embrace, can bring such deep comfort.
Is that so?
Let's keep going. We'll cross this bridge with you, together, to the other side.
I can't really fit Dodo anywhere. Especially since I have to use two hands. Okay, there we go. That'll have to do.
Walking through a hollow requires careful judgment.
Those floating boulders. I feel like I've seen them before. They must have some special use.
What floating boulders? I don't see any floating boulders.
Someday and put an end to every creature that gets in our
Oh, those in the distance. Okay, I see. I don't know how to do that charging thing. Ooh, damn, I Kamehameha the shit out of that. The big flowers.
There are even more of those white flowers.
Oh.
The further we go.
When you use an EX special attack or trigger, you hear when you hold. Oh. Okay. Hold auto attack. Ooh, damn, look at him go. Oh, yes. So they just let me do an auto combo, basically. All of that happened from me pressing one button. So that's like very specifically for the story purpose of making Banyer easier to play. Damn, he is pretty satisfying to look at, I will definitely say that. There seem to be more white flowers here compared to everywhere else we've been through.
Those stone lion statues over there. They're completely different from how I remember them.
Time truly is relentless. Just 10 years, and the statues over there have already eroded so much. The wind whistling through these empty windows almost sounds like weeping.
It feels so empty and desolate.
I want to take a look around on my own for a bit.
That's probably for the best. Everyone should take a look around. Banya, I heard you used to come here to help out. Why are you so quiet now that you've returned, Banya?
Banya remains silent, seemingly deep in thought.
Ever since we've entered this area, Shifu has been unusually quiet. Perhaps he sensed something.
The surface of the stone lion statue is covered in cracks. As Banya gazes at its base, a stream of past memories flickers deep within his core. Viscous substance detected. Risk assessment 0%. Composition analysis. Fructose. Plant fiber. Metal fingers sink into the orange-red pulp. Frosting sticking to the mechanical joints. Tactile feedback. Contact with soft object. Classification. Human gift.
Here, take these. They're homemade dried persimmons. Really sweet.
Whoa, Mom! You can't see it, but he's not even sure if he can eat them.
Oh, thank you.
See that? I told you he can understand us.
Thanks a lot, big guy. Because you helped clear the collapsed tunnel, the kids can all go home for dinner.
Here, this is for you.
Pale wildfire is suddenly wedged into the joint. Oh, they don't give me enough time to read. A strange warmth spread along the armpit. It's the heat from a human palm.
I don't know where you come from, and this old lady can't even see what you
Excuse me.
look like. This suit of armor feels awfully cold to the touch, but I know there's a warm heart beneath it all.
Are you able to tell us what we should call you?
Abnormal core temperature fluctuations. Purge unit, type 0 command. Suppress miasma at all costs. Overridden. Banya's core emotion module permanently activated. Mission name, Rebirth. Interesting. Honestly, Banya has a really interesting story so far, I will say. Like, I'm genuinely kind of interested to know what exactly has happened to this guy, where he came from and everything, right? Like, it's actually one of the like, it's probably a little bit of bias because I like his design and gameplay so far, but like, he's one of the characters that I actually seem kind of interested in, like, genuinely knowing story-wise right now. Punch the shit out of them, boyo! The materials around here have been pretty much cleared out. I think I'll take a walk by myself, see if I can find anything. Let's split up and do some investigating. Maybe we'll find something. Indeed. Proceed with caution. This way of descent that you speak of. From your words, it sounds like not just anyone can pave it. That's Silhouette. Shien. Of course. Only the bound, one who completely surrenders body and soul, anchoring themselves solely to their supreme will, can sense their presence and invoke their descent. You're beating around the bush. Don't tell me you still don't trust me. I helped you locate the array, so you should give me more concrete details. I've already said, when the creator descends, only I can determine where they'll appear. This is my sacred honor, and also a boundary that cannot be crossed. You need only follow in my footsteps. Even if someone were to tail us here like rats, trying to watch us in greed, it would all be in vain. If you go any further, you won't be able to hide that side of yourself anymore. Better face who you really are, Ye Shiyuan. Just remember this. Everything comes with a price. What you cherish, what you protect, what you fear to lose. Perhaps they can all become the nourishment that feeds the new order. The illusion ends here. That was a vision of my brother and Sarah? This kind of thing has happened before. Something in me seems to trigger a reaction from the miasma, recreating these scenes from the past. But I'm not sure how it works or how accurate they are. If this is a recreation of the past, judging by where the visions appeared and what they said, the array is most likely somewhere beyond that door. The way my brother spoke and that feeling of briefly touching the past, what we saw must have been a glimpse of something that really happened. And the things he said, I know my brother better than anyone. He only speaks that way when he's calmly planning something in his head. There's no concrete evidence yet, but I think we can at least rule out the worst case scenario. My brother must have had other motives, just like we suspected. Will you trust me on this? Oh, hello Judah. Welcome to the stream. How you doing, sir? I trust your judgment, Xiaoguang, and I trust Senior Ye too. If we keep following their trail, I'm sure we'll figure out why he hasn't sent word back yet. Yeah, they went through this door. This door. Xiaoguang pushed the door, but it wouldn't budge.
Huh. It seems to be locked.
Voice lines are back.
How do you open it again? Back then, one of the neighborhood uncles set up a secret lock to keep the kids out. But later, some of the older kids overheard the password.
Xiaoguang, did you remember something?
I thought that after so many years, and with all the chaos back then, I wouldn't remember much. Yet the moment I got here, some memories just came back on their own. If we walk a bit further back and go upstairs, there should be a platform. Dad would sometimes sit there, and I'd run over, cling to his back, and ask him to tell me stories. He said, every star was once an extinguished miner's lamp, and that the lumite ore mined from the tunnels was made from stars dreaming and falling to the earth. I later realized he feared the miners who died in the miasma would be forgotten. Just like now, how I'm afraid of forgetting his voice.
We know now that my brother and Sarah went beyond this door, but I don't want to break it or anything around it unless it's absolutely necessary.
Why don't you check out the other places first? Let me think a bit. Maybe I'll remember.
The random voice line sparsed in is a little bit distracting, I will say. When we recruit, if I still can't remember how to open it, then we can consider other ways to get through, okay?
Alright, I'll check other places first. Stay safe, and don't push yourself too hard.
Okay, let's talk with the others. I don't get why games not get the characters to break the door, in this case Banye. They literally explained there that we're specifically not breaking the door down to respect their childhood home. A corner with a strange vibe. Some of the building ruins and wall sections are unusually smooth, unlike natural breaks. The scratches look more like they were carved by some kind of sharp wingtip. Are there any winged monsters around here?
Do you hear the bones wailing? This shell has long been overloaded. You couldn't even feel the softness of flowers and grass. Why bother playing the fool who guards the spring? Why keep moving forward with a broken vessel? You still have an easier, happier choice. No more shackles of atonement. No more chains of duty. Exile into nothingness is the most complete repayment for those sins. It's you.
Banyue Shifu, what's wrong?
I think I just heard a strange, eerie voice.
Is it that weird voice Dylan mentioned before? If it's back again, is something off here?
Yes, I can sense extremely strong miasma behind these walls. That voice creeps in quietly and clouds the mind. It would be best to keep your guard up. But also notice something peculiar. The miasma is thick here, but when we approach the field of white flowers, it seems as if the corruption dissipates.
Now that you mention it, I have the same feeling. So the miasma thinning out like an ebbing tide isn't as natural as it looks. It's like the white flowers are guiding the miasma to collect in one direction.
Strange white flowers, weird voices. Something's definitely off in this hollow. Xiaoguang and I even saw visions near the door of Sarah and Senior Ye heading deeper inside. If our guess is right, the array they were looking for should be in that same direction. In that case, it's too dangerous to just rush in blindly. Let's wait for everyone to finish investigating, then regroup before deciding our next move. I feel like that is probably supposed to be last. Oh no. Let's look for Dylan first.
Go on, Pete. The monster stood by and let death through.
Looks like Dylan's dealing with some shit as well. Even after being abandoned for years and ravaged by disaster, you can still clearly feel the dedication of its original designers. Every inch of this small area was carefully planned out, just to carve out a lively playground for the next generation amidst this harsh mining district life. It stubbornly resists being forgotten, announcing to the world that people once strived so hard to put down roots and live here, infusing joy and hope into their ordinary days. Oh.
So quiet here.
Kind of cutscene? Artwork.
Have you found anything? Quiet. I suppose so. But in a place where people struggle just to get by, quiet can mean something else. Either too hungry to speak, or holding their breath to what's happening outside.
Beautiful looking shot it is, honestly. ZZZ art is always very, very clean. I gotta admit that.
If it weren't swallowed by the hollow, even an abandoned place like this would still have some signs of life. The scurrying of mice inside the walls, the drip of leaking pipes, and the wind whistling through the broken window cracks.
Also, Dylan's VA is knocking it out of the park, I will say. Like in regular speaking situations, Dylan has this whimsy to it, right? Just straight up like talking with her own flair and style, but you can see that none of that is actually present here, right? It really speaks to the emotional weight of the situation and lends itself to the moment very well. And I will say, I'm actually kind of surprised, because like I came into this patch with probably the least information on Dylan out of anyone, right? Like, we already had some ideas about Banye, and we knew that Shen Guang and Shi Yan were dealing with some shit. But Dylan kind of went under the radar, story-wise, because any news I heard of her was more on how meta she was as a stunner, right? So I'm actually kind of, like, I guess I should have expected that she would have some kind of backstory going on. But because I came into the patch not really knowing anything about it, like, all of this is very fresh to me. Dylan's calm expression shifts, replaced by a complex gaze, blending concentration with a strange sense of understanding. She hesitates for a moment, showing a hint of confusion.
Under what circumstances would a person feel thankful toward their killer? Thankful? Towards their killer? That's pretty heavy. Why ask something like that all of a sudden? Did you hear something again? I asked first. Aren't you going to answer my question?
Okay, I am liking Dylan a lot in this moment. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like, this feels like... It just feels very heartfelt.
Thanking their killer. Maybe it's for a sense of release? Like when someone's trapped in despair and suffering. Or perhaps it marks the end of revenge, making the killer live on with that guilt. That's a punishment harsher than death. There's another possibility. Sometimes, only by dying yourself can the person you care about most keep on living.
Only by dying yourself can the one you care about most keep on living?
A swing comes to a stop, and Dylan seems lost in thought. Dude, I love that. Oh, wait, I can ask more questions? I need to go back to Vanir then. About your abilities. You noticed, didn't you? In the hollow, I could indeed hear voices left behind by the dying. This is my power, and a tool to achieve my goals as a Krampus judge. To uncover the truth. Judge? Looks like Senior Zhao hasn't properly introduced us yet. Since the famous Phaeton is now considered an ally of Krampus, I guess there's no harm in telling you. Where the branches fall, judgment awaits. We are the core members of Krampus, with the talent and authority of auditing and judgment. Sounds pretty badass. But don't think of us as some rigid uniform organization. We're way more interesting than that. In Krampus, as long as one etches their duty to their mission in their bones, every judge can wield their own unique gauge. The same mission can play out completely differently in the hands of different judges. The way it's interpreted, the standards of execution, the focus of evaluation, everything varies based on the gauge we hold in our hearts. Pretty cool, right? Way more fun than just following orders like a robot. And much more dangerous. Truth is my only gauge. In your opinion, which is more trustworthy? The words of someone standing alive before you who can talk endlessly? Or the final confessions of those teetering on death's edge? Which is closer to the truth? It depends on the situation. But for me, everything in my past has proven that the promises of the living are cheap, while the curses of the dead are all too real. Perhaps it's only when we plummet completely into nihility, when there's nothing left to grasp, that we truly shed all our masks, calculations, and the lies born from our survival instincts. In that moment near death, what's revealed is often the most primal truth that a person can no longer twist or sugarcoat for themselves. Those sounds, though faint, broken, and thick with the stench of bloody foam, they're like the clearest dewdrops on a spider's web, revealing carefully concealed patterns. Looking at it the other way, a cunning living person's every move, every word, is like a carefully woven web, making it impossible to see clearly. So, Proxy, sometimes it's worth paying attention to echoes from the past. When the time comes to repay those depths of deceit, will you stand by my side? After all, I really don't want to be your enemy. Feels like there's more to this than you let on. Now's not the time to reveal everything, but what I can tell you, Proxy, is that I'm not your enemy. Before we piece together the full truth ourselves, there's nothing wrong with indulging in a moment of peace. Alright, Q&A over. Go check out some other places. Am I able to pursue the other? There's a lot more text than I thought about your motives. You noticed, didn't you? Oh wait, no, that's the same. Okay. Same thing, alright. I thought it was a different path. Okay, that makes sense then. I was like thinking, damn, it's that long and there's two paths that I can go down? No, it's the same text. Okay. Alright. There's certainly some depth to the characters, I will say. Oh, Vanir doesn't have extra text. Okay. Yeah, Shuren. Why is there still no response? If it comes to that point, then I'll have no choice but to Under illusion, Senior Ye seems to be secretly waiting for something?
Let's return to the central area up ahead and regroup with everyone.
Oh, what is that? The fudge, what is that? Okay.
Why are there sacrifices here? I've never seen ones like these. Could it be Sarah's doing it?
This one bears a strange aura. It feels off.
Why does it feel like it's focused on Dai Lin and Ban Yu Shifu?
Dreamboat! Caesar strikes!
Watch out, you rust bucket! Got one for the flank!
Annihilate!
Surprise, surprise!
I won't! Dishonor Yunque's summit! Unite our strength! Crumble! Have a taste of the Yunque's gift you need!
Okay, now I actually get to have some combat here.
The miasma here is so intense.
Such a vicious book. That attack's dangerous. Don't rush in. Find a way to counter it.
Save your lessons for your obedient little students.
Relentless assault! Nothing forward! Mount your
This won't take much.
skyward! I won't! Dishonor Yunque's summit!
I think it is going to be a bit difficult for me to actually test Vanya for real until like he's actually out though, it seems. Whoa, that's so cool though.
Move to control. Your behavior won't be tolerated!
Damn, that's a lot of punching attacks.
The verdict is unforgivable. I'll back you up.
End this hatred! Tremble! Time is right! Break up the heat! Hey! Last breath! Back off!
Ooh, a laser beam. After sacrifices are defeated. Ooh, comic strip.
The miasma's getting thicker. Be careful.
Enough sneaking around. Show yourself.
Hurry up and pack your stuff. What's there to be so sentimental about in this?
Oh, Dylan's backstory? What?
What's the rush? Didn't city management say they've hired some powerful medium? They said we just need to draw a lot and it'll all be fine.
Let's go. Time to draw lots. Fong, where's that little tag-along of yours?
Auntie Fong.
It's me. Why are you hiding here? You haven't eaten, have you? Everyone's gone ahead already.
It's small
You
Dylan.
should go too once you've eaten something.
Those people were just talking about drawing lots. What's that?
Ah, don't be scared. I'm right here for you. That drawing lots thing is just for show. Nothing's going to happen to you, Dylan.
Evacuate? Nonsense. If we just choose one person, use them as a shell, and borrow their life, I can guarantee everyone's safety. Each person values their own life. That's precisely why we are drawing lots to decide. All right, fair and square. Everybody's happy. The heavens have already made their choice. It is you, unlucky girl.
Don't be sad, Auntie Fawn. I'm okay.
I just wanted to live! Why?
This is the end. It's too late now. Too late!
All I ever wanted was just to live an ordinary life.
My last wish.
Alive. You were already dead, and I'm going to die soon.
That trick.
That's not the text.
Who knows how many times they pulled that one? Now, we're all gonna die!
I should have evacuated. Why did I ever believe that crap about a shell and borrowing lives? Those scamming bastards! And that old wretch who made us draw lots. They'll pay for this with their lives!
Draw lots. Scamming. Oh, going to die. Auntie Fawn! No, I have to think. Figure out a way to get out of the hollow. I must warn her.
Over here! This way!
Follow these voices. I have to get out. I have to tell Auntie Fawn. That medium and those people from the outside, they are lying.
How could this happen? Where's that witch? Where are the people from the city construction company? Help!
Didn't you say if that kid drew the lot, everything was gonna be fine? Oh, it was your idea. What do you have to say about this?
Oh.
I found someone to die and I stepped. But who could have known?
I had a feeling.
Dylan! 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 I'm fine.
Oh, the voice lines are a bit mismatched.
I got careless. Dylan,
Damn.
Are you alright?
That's rough, that's rough. She lost her gacha IRL. If only it was just that. But apparently it was rigged. Hey, they gotta give every character a sad backstory here. That's just what happens when you live in a post-apocalyptic civilization, isn't it? Damn. I was kinda invested in that. I gotta admit. My goodness. Terrible. Now I'm glad I rolled Dylan. If I didn't actually succeed in getting Dylan and I saw that, I would actually be kind of sad. Alright.
After that sacrifice disappeared, you both just froze in place. No matter how we tried to get your attention, you wouldn't respond. We were really worried.
So Vanya was also in a stupor.
Was that voice back again?
Yes.
What did it say?
Just alluring whispers meant to worm into my mind, trying to tempt me into giving away my power.
Huh. Could it mean the creator's call? That the sacrifice mentioned was really from the actual creator? But why is the voice only targeting me and Banye? You guys really haven't heard anything since we entered this area? A voice that sounds like your own whispering in your head?
But I'm kind of I thought that Dylan's backstory would actually involve Vanya. Based on the way that she's been interacting with him, it seems like they have some kind of history. So I thought that I would see Vanir in that backstory at some point, but no. That's kind of curious.
A voice like my own? No, I haven't heard anything like that. But when you two froze, the Qingming sword reacted slightly in its case. The case was sealed by Shifu herself. This is the first time I've seen it react like that.
That's even more interesting. Seems something else in this hollow has had its eye on us while we've been searching for the array in Yashuyan. Who knows why it's here, but whatever it is, chances are it's not some merciful deity. Anything that messes with our minds like that isn't here to save anyone.
There's an unknown presence lurking in this hollow. Even someone as strong as Banyue Shifu got caught by it.
I really want to keep
for me to be reckless.
Okay,
With
I
so
picked
much
the
at
wrong
stake
line
and
to
for
Ottawa.
everyone's safety, we should report back to Yunquay Summit before proceeding further. Shifu and the elders know Limnian Hollow better than anyone. Someone may know what's behind all this.
Xiao Guang's got a point. Plus, the miasma is really thick behind the barrier, and that weird voice could come back any time. We'd better get out of here. I agree. Having that voice keep crawling into my head, it's starting to get on my nerves.
Banyue Shifu? Well, what do you think?
Vanir takes one last look at the sealed gate and nods. Interesting. Story is starting to heat up. After returning to Swabian Temple, Xiao Guang tells the mystics there what's going on.
So you're Ye Xingguang, the one who inherited the Qingming sword at a young age. I've heard that your talent really stands out among the younger generation of Yunquay Summit, and that you might even be the most likely to become a Void Hunter.
That's more praise than I deserve. Everyone, it was my recklessness that kept me from realizing how serious the situation was. I shouldn't have kept things from you. I owe all of you a sincere apology.
Sorry, everyone. I wanted to wait until we had some leads on Senior Ye's whereabouts before telling the truth. I never thought we'd come across something like that weird miasma fluctuation.
After our trip to the Hollow, I understand just how serious the situation really is now. It concerns the safety of Waifei Peninsula, so I can't hide things anymore.
Oh, but please trust me. Though I don't have evidence to prove it, my brother must have a reason for covering his tracks, and for being seen alongside Sarah. I know he wouldn't betray us.
We grew up together. No one knows him better than I do. He's honorable and loyal. He would never abandon his morals or hurt others for selfish gain.
Xiao Guang, Junior, we understand how you feel. We all know what kind of person Senior Ye is. We've already contacted Yishuan Shifu. She's tied up with some other important matters at the moment, but she'll head here as soon as she can. Until then, the decision rests with her.
I'm really curious what kind of important matters Yishen would be dealing with that seems to be more important than what's happening here, I'll be honest, because I feel like what's happening here is kind of a big deal. Also, damn, this angle of Xingguang.
Thank you for your trust. There's no need to be so formal. Just call me Xiao Guang like before. And please, help us get to the bottom of the abnormal miasma fluctuation before Shifu arrives.
I am once again losing on the eye tracker challenge. if there was one.
Of course, we'll do everything we can. But Xiao Guang, for now, you should remain here at Sui-Ban Temple. Junior Bao, please stay with her.
Huh?
Yishuan Shifu specifically requested that you not take part in the investigation under any circumstances.
What? But...
I'm sorry. We'll head out and start investigating with the other mystics at first light tomorrow. You just wait here for our return, alright?
With that, Qingyan leaves together with the other disciples. Xiaoguang is left standing there, hands clasped tightly together, her expression clouded with helplessness.
It's always like this.
Yishen Shifu was worried. Worried about my safety, I understand. I've always understood. Shifu cares for me deeply. Even with Shifu's personally crafted seal on the sword case, she's constantly worried. Worried that the power of the Qingming sword might spiral out of control. Worried that I might end up like her sister, High Preceptor Yi Zhang. But having to stay behind everyone, being kept safe, watching everyone else face danger while I can only wait, it's just... With that gloomy look on your face, you hardly seem like the Ye Xingguang I know. Being able to face any situation with composure, isn't that the kind of person you are? Xiaoguang, you're too tense. After everything that happened today, what you need most right now is to get some proper rest and recharge. How about we rest for now? Let's get ready to receive tomorrow's news in tip-top shape. Sorry, I've troubled everyone again. Let's all get some rest today. Alright, another chapter of the story done. Oh, optional, chat more with Xiaoguang. Okay. Haven't gone to bed yet? I'm still worried about you. It's alright, I was just feeling a bit down again, but after everyone's comforting words, I'm feeling much better now. At least those two illusions today gave us a clearer picture. You must be exhausted from running around with me these past couple days. Go get some rest. Okay. Looks like going through the story reading every voice line takes longer than expected. It's also why I stopped doing it in Arknights, because it just took way too... After a long day, the bed seems to whisper, "Come rest your mortal coil." That's what you're meant to do right now. Like falling into clouds, gently sinking, surrounded by tenderness, you drift off into dreams. But under the cover of night, there are still those who remain awake in Phylum Heights. Well, this is unexpected. You let that insignificant little pawn go free. Such mercy doesn't quite fit the image of someone hell-bent on revenge, ready to die alongside their nemesis. I knew this guy was gonna be sus. There's a reason they showed that really short scene of him. They're just an insignificant pawn. They have minimal intel, and their life or death won't affect the bigger picture. No need to cut off every loose end. On the path to meet the Creator, any impious noise must be truly purified. Just like those traitors who once basked in divine grace, yet harbored doubts, daring to commit blasphemy. They are now very quiet, utterly quiet. As for you, showing mercy to even a little pawn, how can I trust you won't go soft on Banye at the crucial moment? Or perhaps hesitate when it comes to your own ending? Whether you trust me or not means nothing to me. I've said it before, making Banye pay in blood is my punishment for him, and the ending I've written for myself. Wow, Banye, your disciple is, alright. You're sharing the same punishment as him? How ironic. Don't tell me you're still clinging to that pathetic illusion of a master-disciple bond. Don't make me laugh. Cut the pointless probing. We're just using each other to get what we want. My decisions are none of your business. Don't get too hung up on your so-called god, puppet. Better pay attention to those you keep in your company. For your sake, you'd better pray your creator is as omniscient as you claim. It's not looking good for the Banye allegations. I mean, we all knew it wasn't looking good from the very beginning, man. You mean Ye Shiyuan? Heh. His little schemes are insignificant. The Creator has foreseen his fangs, and I shall be the final link to fulfill the Creator's prophecy. Ye Shiyuan's very existence, his very choice, even those futile acts of defiance, all will be woven into the grand tapestry, becoming a distinctive stroke of color in this final masterpiece. Everything will return at journey's end. The lingering warmth of conspiracy gradually dissipates in the morning light of Phylum Heights. A new day dawns upon Swabian Temple, still unaware of last night's undercurrent, carrying mysteries and looming threats. Since I'm awake, I should go check on Xiao Guang first. Is that Bee Lion and Bo Lion bickering outside? Might as well go check it out. Look at these little guys. Bo Lion, this is all your fault, you troublemakers setting this bad precedent. Hey, you dare slander me? What have I done wrong, pray tell? It must have been you sneaking down the mountain, setting that rebellious example that made Master Xiao Guang's heart waver for adventure outside the mountain. What slander? How could you know about the passing of time in the mountains or Master Xiao Guang's state of mind while you've been guarding Swabian Temple all these years? I know for sure this is about seeking one's true heart. Just like the protagonist of that supreme manual I've been studying, sword ascending the 9 heavens. Even knowing the path is rough, I shall forge ahead with both sword and heart. Such spirit, how similar it is to my own noble quest of braving the world outside the mountain to seek my path and overcome tribulation. Both are acts of pure romance. How magnificent, how splendid. The Bangboos are so silly though. Have you forgotten what Master Xiao Guang carries? That Qingming sword, a deadly weapon that drinks memories and devours the 5 sentences. Well, yes, I know. I humbly believe that only by tasting all the world's delicacies and witnessing all of life's splendors can one achieve true enlightenment to resist the sword's side effects. This is tempering one's sword heart through mortal experiences. He never used to talk like this before. How many cultivation web novels did you read? You're so cheesy. It's making my Bangbu components get goosebumps. What do you know? This is called scholarly elegance. You weren't always so old-fashioned and long-winded. The two Bangbu lock eyes glaring at each other and puffed up with anger, neither willing to back down. Better not interrupt. I should go find Xiao Guang instead. There's a cat here. Okay, I kind of wonder if this might be a good place for me to pause the story for now. My dinner meeting is around 7 p.m. Which means I will want to start getting ready around 6 p.m. I guess I still have some time. I won't be able to get through another chapter though, that's the thing. Oh well. We'll just go until we cannot. Xiao Guang stands alone silently, her red ribbons as striking as when she first walked in Swabian Temple. Only now, she seems weighed down by many unspoken thoughts.
Morning, Senior Xiao Guang.
Morning. Wait, why Senior all of a sudden?
Oh, I was just thinking of when we first met. You really liked it when I called you Senior. Now that you don't have to keep your identity hidden, we might as well bring it back. It really suits you.
Alright. Junior Bell.
Present, Senior Xiao Guang.
A faint smile softens Xiao Guang's face. She's so cute though, guys.
I'd better keep Xiao Guang occupied and make sure she doesn't go off on her own until Yishuan Shifu gets here.
The weather's really nice today. Wanna go for a walk with me? Come to think of it, I've never shown you around before.
I'll be counting on you as my guide.
Should we head out now? Need to prep anything? Alright, I prepared some casual clothes for Xiao Guang based on Fairy's lifestyle preference analysis reports. Maybe I should persuade Xiao Guang to change it to them now. It might help lift her mood. Want to change it? Wait! Does she wear her skin already? I thought that was next patch! Want to change it to something casual? It might be a nice change of mood. Huh? Casual? Right now? After explaining to Xiao Guang, though she's a bit shy, she still nods gently and goes back to her room to change into the dress. Oh my god! It's here! I thought it was next patch! Dude! Oh! no! I wasn't prepared. I thought I would have to wait until next patch to see this in game. Oh no. After changing clothes, Xiao Guang's eyes hold a mix of sweet awkwardness and a subtle hint of anticipation. That dress looks great on you. Really? That's a relief. I was worried it might seem too childish. Not quite fitting for a senior. You look super sweet and approachable now. Wait, hold on. I need a picture. Hold on. I didn't know it was out in this patch. I thought it was next patch. Ooh. Look at that. Couple of gals hanging out. Which color is good? Probably classic. Oh my god, she's so pretty! Dude! No! They can't do this to me! They can't do this to me! She is genuinely so pretty, oh my god. Holy shit. Hold on. Excuse me for a moment, y'all. Oh, damn! I'm sorry, everyone. I had to do it. Dude, this... Oh my god. If this skin is paid, I'm buying it. If this skin is paid, I'm buying it, guys. You know it. I'm saying it right now. There is absolutely zero doubt in my mind. Oh no. The off-shoulder look is too good for me. What the? You know, hearing Cantonese in game still is so strange to me. Pretty! Damn it, this character is pretty. I wish we could make characters emote. I think that's the only thing that's missing from ZZZ's photo mode, honestly. The ability to make like other characters emote and not just like the proxy. Look at this stylish lady right here. She's so pretty, damn it, she's so pretty. Oh no. Oh no. Look at how cute it is. I'm sorry, hold on. This requires a bit more. A bit more. Okay, I'm done. I'm done, everyone. Yamcha Sin? From the looks of it, it's a pretty big tea house. Yeah, it's always packed. They've got all kinds of intel, and the food's amazing. Wanna check it out, Xiaoguang? Yes, please. Oh yeah, maybe multiplayer, right? The thing is, even in single player, when you're like actually playing as the character itself, you can't do emotes. In fact, you can't do selfie mode as the character itself, right? That's the thing. If we were able to do selfie mode as the character, then yeah, I can believe that we'd be able to pose them in multiplayer. But since we can't, and we can only ever take pictures of other characters statically, I think they might not. I would be very grateful if they did, because like, They have character emotes in other games. Heck, Genshin has character emotes. Why doesn't ZZZ have character emotes, you know? I eagerly await the day that I can take pictures of Vivian smiling or doing some other fun stuff.
I once came here for a banquet with some big shots, but between you and me, the food they served those VIPs wasn't nearly as good as their regular dishes.
Oh, really?
Have we ever had Sweetie in a speaking cutscene? Sweetie's character design also very good, by the way.
Oops. I hope no one heard that. Sweetie, how's it going? I hope business is booming. Got any recommendations today?
Another regular customer. Welcome! Is this young lady a friend of yours? She's got the aura of a true connoisseur. Would you like to try our seasonal special?
I like her voice, man. Can we have more Sweeties? Can we have Sweetie as a playable character? I'll be honest.
I can faintly smell some osmanthus in the air. How lovely.
That would be our Moonvale Osmanthus cake, fresh out of the oven. They're made with the very first golden blossoms picked just this morning. Soft, sweet, melts in your mouth. I guarantee it's a taste you'll never forget. Osmanthus cakes always bring back memories of loved ones. This batch is limited, reserved for only our regular customers. And you won't find it on the banquet menu.
So she heard us.
Osmanthus cake. Well, would you like to try it?
Osmanthus cake is often used as a symbol of remembrance. Xiaoguang must be thinking about Senior Ye again. Sure. After smelling the aroma before we even walked in, how could we resist? Just hearing you describe it already made me want to eat some.
I guarantee you'll be satisfied. We have seats upstairs. This way.
Okay, one thing I am kind of curious about though is like, so we've already kind of seen Shinguang's animations by now, you know, like we've already seen some leaks about what Shinguang's animations look like in combat, and I don't really know how it would look in this skin, right? This is like a very casual outfit. I don't really know how she would be like doing combat in it. And typically in the past, like character skins haven't strayed very far away from the character's original design, precisely because of this, I would imagine. So I'm kind of wondering if this skin will actually become available for us to use, or if it's actually just for the story. Would be a huge waste if it was only for the story, though. Alright, let's check the second floor.
Come on over here.
Wow.
Come take a
Look at this place.
From Yunquei Summit, her skills reach the heavens themselves.
The storyteller's voice resonates through the air with powerful energy. Soon, the tale reaches its climax. But listening carefully to the content, the protagonist of his story happens to be Xiaoguang. Is this gentleman talking about me? Let's keep listening together. The storyteller recounts Xiaoguang's tales at Yunquei Summit with great relish, words flowing like a river, as if they'd been there to witness it all firsthand. That's an exaggeration. This storyteller is making it sound so dramatic with all those embellishments. This is so embarrassing. I'm dying here. Alright, let's hurry and try those osmanthus cakes Sweetie mentioned. They'll sell out if we wait too long. Come on, let's go. I'm getting flashbacks about Zhongli at the tea house. True, true. The storyteller is still up on stage, talking up a storm, completely oblivious that the protagonist of his tale just ran off in a panic. She's so cute, guys. Terrible, terrible. Now I want to have some dim sum. And now I'm not clicking on the cake. You share the osmanthus cakes with Xiaoguang.
So, what do you think? I was gonna ask you the same. It fragrant, sweet, and soft. Here, I have a few more pieces.
Osmanthus cake goes best with tea. The tea helps to cleanse the palate.
Hello, Darren. Yes, it's going a little longer than expected, but I'll probably be done pretty soon, because I'm gonna need to get ready to go out quite soon.
I wonder if some memories are like tea leaves that drift to the bottom of the cup, sinking so deep that they never surface again.
The depths of Xiao Guang's eyes carry a mix of hope and anxiety. Very hard to read.
Memories aren't like reflections in a teacup. Even when the tea leaves sink to the bottom, they can still float back up if something stirs them one day. Xiaoguang, what is it you're trying to say?
It's nothing. It just feels like time's been slipping by so fast.
Miss, is the taste of our Moonvale Osmanthus cake to your satisfaction? It's your first time here. I hope you'll forgive us if the service falls short.
You're too kind, Miss Sweetie. The cake is excellent. Sweet, but not cloying. The osmanthus fragrance blends beautifully without overwhelming the rice's natural flavor. It melts in the mouth and is baked the perfect amount of time to bring out both texture and aroma.
She sounds like Master Chef.
A true connoisseur. You've
Hey, it's a
nailed
bot. We don't take kindly to bots around here, not unless your name is Vanya. Off they go.
Hardly. I just like making desserts myself every now and then. If I had to guess, in addition to fresh osmanthus preserved in honey, you added a touch of
Aha,
rice
she
and
is
sticky
a
rice
chef.
powder to the
Okay.
filling. It gives the texture a bit more spring. And at the end, did you add a sprinkle of candied kumquat peel? There's a light citrus note that lingers.
Whoa, spot on! The sticky rice powder keeps it tender but gives it structure. And the candied kumquat peel is the final flourish. You're a true gourmet, miss. Impressive. Very impressive.
Belle is flanked by beauties right now.
Yumcha scene always welcomes guests who appreciate the craft. Please, make yourself at home. I'll leave you two to it. Just call me if you need anything.
Sweetie leaves with a smile on her face.
Xiaoguang, you even know all that? You're like an expert.
I wouldn't call myself an expert. I used to watch Senior Inyu cook back at Yunquay Summit. I thought it was fun, so I picked up a little here and there. Later, I started experimenting with some desserts of my own. But at first, the things I made were really something else. My brother, Shifu, Senior Fufu, and Senior Inhu all ended up as my first victims. My brother would always tease me, saying eating my desserts was part of his training. Tempering the mind through hardship.
Whoops, I dropped something. Hold on. Yeah.
Senior Ye is such a gentle person. He must have been even more patient with you.
Yeah. He always looked out for me. Even though he was just a kid himself, he'd always give in to me, and he almost never got angry. He taught me so much. I still remember when I first arrived at Yunquay Summit. I was mischievous, made a big mistake, and just hid. I was too scared to face anyone. My brother was the one who found me. He didn't scold me. He just asked, an elder at the end of his years, and a young man with his whole life ahead of him. If you could only save one of them, which do you choose? In a famine, a single bag of grain could keep a person alive. But a rare manuscript carries the wisdom of centuries. If only one can be preserved, which do you choose?
Damn, those are the hard-hitting questions
And when
right there.
facing a calamity, do you cling to safety and protect yourself? Or do you stand and fight to save others, even against impossible odds? Which do you choose?
Why did he ask such a difficult question? There's no clear answer.
Yeah. I was so young, I didn't know what to say. And it
That does
made
seem
me
like quite something to drop on
Those
a
questions
on a
felt
kid.
cruel, like they were tearing my heart apart. But my brother said it wasn't about a clear answer. It was about seeing what you truly want to protect and understanding its weight. He told me that our parents always said, the hardest part isn't making the choice, it's living with it afterward.
Honestly, that's very wise.
There's no perfect path in this world. Some choices are responsibilities we have to shoulder. When the time comes, be brave. Do what must be done, and you'll carve your way through the thorns onto your own path. I didn't fully understand what he meant back then. I'm not even sure if I do now.
He really put a lot of thought into what he said. I'm sure he'd be glad knowing you could reflect on it so calmly now.
I trust him, just as he trusts me. Right now, my brother has his own reasons for what he has to do. And I have my own reason for why I have to find him. Sorry, I've been rambling again.
You can always tell me these things. I'm your junior after all.
At times like this, you feel more like the senior. I've got to do better as your senior so you can rely on me more. Like you said, you're my precious junior after all.
Let's talk about something more cheerful. Everyone's been working so hard lately. Banyue Shifu, Dylan, Ningqian, you, and the others at Swabian Temple. I want to thank everyone properly. What do you think about me putting together a thank you dinner and gathering everyone around the fire for the night?
That's a great idea. Everyone's been looking forward to your cooking. I'll let Dylan, Banyue Shifu, and Ningqian know right away. Once Senior Song Tao and the others are
I get the feeling that this dinner isn't going to proceed smoothly. It feels like it's just not going to go well. It feels like flags are already being set up and it's either going to be interrupted before it even starts or something's going to happen in the middle of it. After listening to the voice lines, I still can't really get into English voice acting. Honestly, I think ZZZ does a good job at it, honestly. Like, I feel like out of a lot of the games that I've played, ZZZ feels fairly natural with the way they voice act. Alright, it's about time I express my gratitude. Let's go! As Xiaoguang and Yu leave Yumcha Sin, preparing to head back to Swabian Temple. Over there, it's Senior Qingyan and Senior Songtao. Looks like we've got new intel. Come on, let's go check it out. Okay, honestly, I think this might be an okay place for me to finish up the stream for today. It's about 5:30. I probably need to finish up, rest a little bit, then get ready to go out for dinner. Even in ML, I just have it in Japanese, I see. I mean, I had my voice lines in Japanese for a very long time, but I started playing ZZZ in English because I figured it would probably be a smoother stream experience. And after like the time that I've spent playing it in English, it just feels pretty natural, you know? Even when it comes to like, say, Vivian, even though initially I said I wasn't a big fan of her English voice direction, I've grown so attached to it now that I can't really see her Japanese voice as being correct anymore. So I guess it is just all about like what you find more comfortable in the end, I guess. That's probably what makes the most sense.
Good day, Lord Phaeton.
But yeah, alright, so I think I'll go ahead and finish up the stream here for today. I don't really know how many more streams I would have to do if I continue doing the rest of the story on like live though. I guess we'll see how that goes, but for now, I think I'll probably finish up. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do anything until I actually proceed with more of the story as well, so it's fine. Okay, so go ahead and go back to me, log out of my game. Got some dinner plans for tonight that I am going to need to get ready for very soon, so we'll go ahead and finish up our little impromptu ZZZ stream here for today. As per usual, peeps, This is not when I am usually live. That's why a lot of y'all were a little bit confused about it. You know, lots of peeps dropped in and were like, the dodo is live today? But normally when I decide to do things like this, I will discuss with you guys in advance inside the Discord server, right? So if you guys want to make sure that you guys are kept up with whenever I might drop in a stream, or if you're just interested in whatever we happen to be talking about and stuff like that, make sure you guys join the Discord server. Besides that as well, the best way to keep up with the stream is to make sure that you like, follow, and subscribe on my socials, right? I'm always live on YouTube and Twitch every Tuesday and Thursday regularly, and then maybe other days as well when I'm feeling it, right? Like today. And of course, I also have Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, as well as the Discord server. So if you guys want to follow or join any of those, then I welcome you guys. Always appreciate the support, and our community is slowly but surely growing a little bigger all the time as well. So we're always happy to see you guys dropping by, and hopefully you guys continue enjoying the streams. And I hope you guys enjoyed the stream today as well. With that, I'm gonna go ahead and finish things off. Next stream will be on Tuesday as per usual. We'll probably jump back into usual MLBB. If I have any change in plans, I'll let you guys know, but it will probably be back to usual with MLBB. So yeah, look forward to seeing you guys there. And yeah. Once again, for those of you who haven't watched the podcast that I was part of, the Kohai podcast, I was in the latest episode, so if you guys want to go check that out, go check that out on their YouTube channel. Besides that, I posted a patch tier list on my Facebook and TikTok as well, so if you guys haven't had a look at that, make sure you guys go do so. And yeah, I'll leave you guys there for now. Thank you very much once again, everyone, for dropping by today. I will see you guys on the next stream. Alright, have a good day, everyone. Once again, Drumstick Claude shall close off the stream. See ya, people. Have a good day. Bye-bye, everyone. I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye-bye.